Alright, you guys. So, in example 3 on the back of your paper, we're going to be tackling A and B, which says to find the scale factor of the following dilation. So, let's talk about more specifically what different types of scale factor means. So, there's a scale factor when k is greater than 1, and then there's a scale factor when it's in between 0 and 1. So, do you guys think, would the figure grow or shrink if the scale factor is greater than 1? Holy hot dog, you guys are right. It would be larger. So when k is greater than 1, that is going to be called an enlargement, and the figure will get larger. So, like, for example, if your scale factor is 3, or when k equals 3, think of it being 3 times as larger, or 3 times larger than the pre-image, okay? Now, when k is in between 0 and 1, so do you think the figure would grow or shrink if the scale factor is less than 1? Oh man, you guys are too cool for school. It would get smaller. So when the scale factor is in between 0 and 1, the image will be smaller than the pre-image. So for example, if your scale factor is 1/2, think of it being half the size of the original. Okay, so let's go over example 3a at this time. So again, the dilation is a reduction if it's in between 0 and 1, and it is an enlargement if the scale factor is greater than 1. And this is slowly getting together. So 3a, so I want to find the scale factor and then determine, is this thing an enlargement or a reduction? So the scale factor, how do you find the scale factor? What do you have to divide? You do divide the image over the pre-image. So remember, this is kind of like when we were constructing our dilations. The measure from the center to the point is what we're going to use. So the measure from the center to our image point is the P prime is 3. And then we're going to divide it by the length from the center to the pre-image, which is the P without the prime, so 6. So our scale factor is going to be 3 over 6, which will reduce down to 1/2. So this will be a reduction because our scale factor is less than 1. Nifty, right? All right, let's keep going. So the next one, again, we have a pre-image and image, and I need to figure out what the scale factor is and if this thing would be a reduction or enlargement. Okay. And again, you can kind of tell by the picture, you guys. So if you see here, not only is it a reduction because the scale factor is less than 1, the image is smaller than the pre-image. So if you can see that it gets smaller, then it's a reduction. If you see it gets bigger, it's an enlargement. All right, so over here, I kind of already know, looking at it, did the original figure get larger or smaller when it gets to its image? Well, it does get larger, which means it will be an enlargement. Okay, so my scale factor should be greater than 1 if I did it correctly. So let's see what happens. So we need to find the scale factor. So again, we divide the image length from the center to the image by the pre-image length. So the distance from the center to the image point is P prime. Okay, and that distance is going to be 5. And then we're going to divide that bad boy by the distance from the center to the pre-image point, which is the P without the prime. So it'd be 5 over 2 is our scale factor. And 5/2 is greater than 1. 5 is greater than 2. So it has to be greater than 1. So this will be an enlargement. So yay. All right, guys, so that was example 3. Now, example 4, we're kind of using the scale factor this time to find the point. So let's tackle example 4. Nice job, you guys. And yeah.